What's up? It's Gamer Froggy. Welcome to the Battle of the Pop Stars, a legacy fight between three of 2024's biggest pop stars. Last episode, we lost Rhonda Ark and her firstborn daughter. Fortunately, Lev has two sons who could possibly carry on the Ark legacy. Unfortunately, I did forget to record at the beginning of 1303 and 1304, so let's start off with an updated family tree to catch up what we missed in the last 2 years. We'll be starting in 1305. Clovis survived 2 death rolls and was able to age up into a toddler. Bastian, however, did not survive, so the Arks are in a very precarious position. The Espressos are doing well and had another baby boy named Maxence at the end of 1303. He survived both his infant and toddler death rolls as well. Sabrina and Edward did try for another baby but were unsuccessful, bringing their tries for babies down to 9. Finally, Taylor and Arthur tried to have another baby, but did not conceive, and they are all out of tries. Their only son, August, survived the baby death roll and is now an infant. All of their children will be aging up in 1307 and 1308. So stay tuned if you want to see that at the end of the video. That's it for the 1303 to 1304 recap, so let's jump into the video in the middle of 1305. The Espressos are back into their routines, collecting and selling honey and milking their cow Daisy. The sickness is still holding strong, but no one has died from it yet. Knock on wood. It looks like Maxence is ready to become a toddler now. He's going to join his older siblings and rolls a 3. Here is a chart again for reference about the ages, but Maxence is safe. He was an intense infant, but has become a very silly toddler. You can count on him to make you laugh, which we definitely need after the last episode. In our time away, the Espressos were able to buy 2 toddler beds for the twins, and they are still sitting at a decent amount in their bank. They will have to buy another bed for Maxence and eventually their older children. This episode showcases how difficult it is to care for 3 kids when you don't have many resources. They're surviving on cheese and forageables right now, which means they're all very hungry. And since the parents are away more of the day tending to chores and to earn money or changing dirty diapers, all the kids feel a little neglected. Especially little Marion, who just wants some attention. But the dishes are strewn around their home, and strange smells can be seen around the kids. Edward and Sabrina barely have enough time to care for themselves, much less their 3 toddlers who need their constant care and attention. Luckily, Edward did do some foraging a while back and has a lot of choco berries to give the kids, while they are clearly struggling to make some cheese. Both parents are dead, exhausted, and barely surviving right now. They haven't bought a new bed for Maxence, and he's forced to curl up on a dining chair. But lovely Maxence is still as playful and silly as ever, bringing a smile to the family in these hard times. After selling a few more things, I think, they'll be able to buy him a bed. And after the tax collector comes by, we'll end 1305 and move into 1306. It's the first day of the new year, and Lev and Clovis are doing well. They of course miss their family, but they have a strong bond. Urns litter their home, but they have livestock and a steady income, making them the most financially stable of the 3 competitors. Today is also the Winterfest, and the Espressos are running around trying to care for the three toddlers. It's definitely not as easy as you would think, especially without modern amenities and while battling illnesses. Sabrina and Edward are trying to care for themselves and their babies who can't do anything without their parents. Father Christmas came though, and the kids ask for presents, but they don't get any. I think maybe because I didn't put up a tree, but that's okay because I wasn't going to spend the money to put up a tree. Let's try and grab the parents. Oh, jeez, what's happening? What? Shit, he died. On Winterfest too. This is the worst gift ever. How is Sabrina going to care for the kids herself when they can barely care for them as a couple? He died of overexertion, which makes sense. So his epitaph will read, "A loving father," since he basically died from caring for the kids. Well, Sabrina and Edward had quite a few more opportunities to have a baby, but I guess they're just stuck with these three. Not that these three are bad, they're great kids, but it's always good to have more. Luckily, they have two boys, and all the kids have survived thus far. Hopefully, their good luck will keep going. Everyone is going to be depressed for a while, so I'm going to make them all mourn Edward to lessen their grieving time. And though this is a sad time, Sabrina still has to care for the kids. I just need to be more careful about overworking her. Well, I guess let's head over to the Enchanted household and see how they're doing. Looks like August is getting to explore the gardens and spend time with his dad. Taylor's still working at her singing career. At least it gives them a little extra money. Taylor has also picked up cross-stitching, which brings in a decent amount of money as well. I did try to have Arthur take August fishing, but I'm guessing that he's still too young to go. I'll try again when he's older because that would be a good skill to build up as a kid. And also just really nice bonding time for them. I'm so used to caring for three toddlers at a time that this household feels so chill now. Just one kid with two parents is great. They're really just such a cute family though. They're just playing and eating together. It's adorable. Alright, let's check in on the Dark since we haven't done that in a few days. Wait, what just happened? Did Clovis just die? What is happening? That's 2 Sims in 3 days. Well, I guess. Since that was their last son, though, I think I'm gonna say that this is the last of the D'Arc line. This is who I was rooting for, so I'm really upset about this. There has been a lot of death this year. The Espressos are still mourning the death of their father, and Sabrina is holding on by a thread. All the kids are learning how to walk and talk, though, and at least they have each other. I honestly can't wait for them to get older so it takes strain off Sabrina, but that's not until next year. They are all hungry and just surviving on cheese for the foreseeable future. It is New Year's Eve, so I thought it would be a nice time for them to set some resolutions to maybe distract them from the grief. Today is Saturday, the last day of 1306, and New Year's Eve. I'm having all the Sims set a resolution just because it's fun, and they've been sad about not celebrating the past holidays. Of both families, the Enchanteds are definitely thriving. They get tired, but they have a chance to be inspired and play with August, unlike Sabrina, who's now a single mother. It's nice that both parents actually have dedicated time with August. I wonder if he's going to be more successful than the Espresso kids, since he's got better parental support, but on the other hand, he doesn't have any siblings, so he could maybe be a little more lonely than the other three because while they don't get a ton of parental time, they do have built-in friends, and they do play together a lot. It's 1307 now, and I'm just really excited to play through this year because I want to see Riva and Marion age up. With only 2 households, the days are going to go by fairly quickly since we have a lot of years to get through, and I will only really be talking about the days that have something important happen, such as a death or aging up. The older the twins get, the more difficult it will be if one of them fails a death roll. They are close and they get along well, and I would be devastated to see one of them die so young. I'm really, really excited for them to start romancing and maybe even starting families of their own. That's part of why I created the other NPC households, because I thought it would be fun for them to romance other households. They could potentially be the second generation of the espresso line. That's super exciting. It is time for this episode's first double death roll. Here's the reference chart again, and let's roll for Marion first. It's an 8, which means she is safe, and now to Riva. 10! We still have our twins to fight another day, so let's make them kids. I like the idea of her having her hair up and maybe being a little more reserved since she has such a sad personality. She's been kind of sad since she was a toddler, and she just doesn't really seem like she'd want to rock the boat. Like, she's still part of the working peasant class, so she's definitely going to have a less nice dress, and her hair's definitely going to be up so it doesn't get super dirty. Riva, though, I think is a little more volatile. I think he's kind of angry about his father's death, and he's always been a little bit fussy. So maybe he can learn to channel that in the future. They also, of course, need to have a bed upgrade, and since there won't be any more kids in this household, we can sell their old beds. They are still dealing with the depression, but I'm hoping that the next couple of years finds them healthy and happy, and I really can't wait to make them teenagers and start seeing them thrive. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you liked it by leaving a like or a comment. I will be putting out another American Girl doll video soon. I just wanted to get these videos off the ground first. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.